I had the great privilege and a lot of fun on Friday visiting Miss Audrey Watson's preschool class at the Northwood School in Ames. Visiting there with the 4-year-olds and some 3-year-olds in the mix. We visited a number of different classrooms, but Ms. Watson's classroom I spent some time in. I had the opportunity to sit through story time with the youngsters. I will tell you, it's been a long time since I've had to sit cross-legged on the floor, and I'm pleased to report that I survived without apparent injury to the knees or hips, although they are still a little sore. It is a very important program that's going on there. A lot of these kids already know their letters at age 4, and they are learning as well the discipline of sitting still and being quiet and paying attention. Basic skills that are absolutely necessary for their success in the early grades. One of the things that the teachers impressed upon me was the fact that by being able to work with these kids at such a young age, they were able to identify learning issues that some of these kids had that had not been previously discovered. Now, we know that there tends to be a greater learning gap for kids from low-income homes, perhaps because they haven't had the literate opportunities in their homes. But learning disabilities can occur with all families, regardless of income level or education level of the family. So the fact that these kids are starting off at age 4 gives the teachers, who are very skilled, the opportunity to identify these kids and to work individually, intensively with them to reduce that learning gap. And they are making remarkable progress at getting these kids up to the level where they can enter the school system and be prepared to do the work of kindergarten and first grade on a level playing field with their peers. So it's very important to me, and it really reinforced my conviction that universal preschool is essential. I think it would be awful under a voucher system for some kids or any kids not to be able to afford this crucial learning experience. I really wish every member of this legislature could have the opportunity that I had on Friday to see these kids in action and to see the skilled teachers and support personnel in action. It really gave me a lot of confidence that we are doing the right thing in initiating this program, and that we would certainly be doing the wrong thing in cutting it back. A couple other developments along the way over the weekend. I saw the article in the Des Moines Register, actually I saw it online, addressing the administrative costs of running a voucher program. And what they reported was that the administrative costs, and this is just at the state level, the administrative costs would go from about $300,000, which it is under the current system, to over $1.2 million to administer a voucher system, to screen the families and process the applications and evaluate their ability to pay and their income level. That's a quadrupling of the administrative costs, and they're only talking about the state level. The additional administrative costs at the local level would also certainly be a significant multiple of what they are right now. So for those of us who want to see the dollars that we invest in education actually go to the classroom and benefit the students and not get tied up in the overhead, I think this gives us one more reason to doubt the wisdom of going to a voucher proposal. The folks I talked to at Northwood School, and I talked to the principal as well, she emphasized to me that going to a voucher system would, especially for next year, but on an ongoing basis, create considerable uncertainty as to what enrollments are likely to be. And when they don't know what the enrollments are, that makes it very difficult for them to hire the right number of teachers. And the teachers who are involved in these programs and who want to work with these kids and have trained to do that, they don't deserve to face the uncertainty year after year after year. Am I going to have a job? Am I going to have a job? Am I going to have a job? So I think that we need to come to the conclusion on this matter. I think that we need to reinforce the program that we have already adopted, help it grow, maintain the funding, which we certainly can afford. There's no question about our ability to afford that, and make sure that this opportunity is available to everybody. And I think that if you share the experience that I've had of going to these preschools, you might learn something else that might be useful to us and useful to us here. I got a copy from them of a little poster they have posted in the classroom there. And it helps the kids learn how to pay attention and settle down. It says ways to calm down. First, check in. Put your hand on your tummy. Say, calm down. Take deep breaths. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if all of us learn this lesson as well, perhaps we'll be able to get through this budget process and stay friends.